Here we go. Every single card from the new expansion is here. We're not going to do it region by region. We're going to do it randomly, just completely random on the LOR report. So shout out to LOR report. They have a button to go next, which is just much more desirable right now. Here we go. Card number 1. 1 mana story from Noxus. The arena's greatest, and this story activates at focus speed. So just to go over what stories are again, you play the landmark, then your opponent gets initiative, and then you can activate the landmark by clicking on it at focus speed and something happens. So I think story 1 and story 2 are the same for the arena's greatest. And then the third time you activate it, give an enemy can't block this round. So the first 2 activations for 1 mana give an ally +2/+0 this round. For 1 mana, I don't think that's that bad. Give an enemy can't block this round. So this is why they rotated Fizz, because this card would be kind of insane with Fizz and Samira. This might actually be a really good Samira card, right? If this was this could be a good Samira card. It's also really good with Faded, which has all been rotated. Oh, this is a super interesting card. I don't really know how good it is, but it is a really interesting card. What are the best uses for this? It's just like elusive aggro, but a lot of elusive cards have been rotated. Yeah, after the 3rd act, it disappears. I think this is a pretty good card, but I don't see the immediate use for this. For 1 mana, giving something +2/+0, it's pretty telegraphed, but, you know, it's still a good effect. Yeah, Master Yi, maybe? Maybe it's good on Master Yi. You give Master Yi +2 attack. I don't know about giving an enemy can't block this round, because you're basically gonna... Actually, maybe the can't block matter, because if you're playing Yi, you, like, remove the thing that's too big and you remove another one when he's leveled. This could be a Yi card. That's pretty good. I think this is a good card, but I don't see the immediate use. This is only good in really specific archetypes. If you can't find that specific archetype, it's not good, but I could see this being usable with something like Yi. I could. Okay, 4 mana, 1/2, Yeti Handler. To play me, discard 1. When I'm summoned, summon an enraged Yeti. Ooh, that is a really interesting card. This is a 4 mana 1/2 that summons a 5/5 if you discard something. This is a good card. This is a kind of an insane card, I think. Scion is also still in the game. This is a great Scion card. Would you play this? Would you play Scion Mordekaiser or something, where you just like keep reviving the Yeti Handler once it's on the board? Like once this is on the board, you can just keep resummoning it to keep summoning 5/5s. There's a lot of very interesting synergy points with this. Yeah, I could also see this as like a Nora card. Or you sleep it. There you go. You're right. We have Lillia now. You just sleep the dude. The thing is, well, you're in Noxus, so yeah, I guess this is good. I guess this is good. You just play some discard stuff from Scion and then you sleep the boy. No, this card is good. This is a great card. 2 mana +3/+3 equipment from Noxus. Blighted BattleAxe. Can't block. Round end, if my bearer didn't attack this round, granted Gloom. Wait, Gloom and Noxus. But it's for yourself. I'm really starting to see why we had to get rid of Fizz. Like every single card. Well, not this one, but this is a great card for Fizz. This would have been insane if Samira Fizz. Blighted BattleAxe as well. You just put this on like a Samira. If my bearer didn't attack this round, granted Gloom. That's like every time you're defending, you're taking Gloom. Every time you're defending, you're taking -1/-1 on your unit. What's interesting here, I think this is how it works. If you're swapping out the weapon, do you get your stats back? Or is Gloom applied and it's like a status on your unit? If you're granting the bearer Gloom. So let's say you put this on a Samira. She doesn't attack and gets -1/-1. Then you swap out the Blighted BattleAxe. Is Gloom like making Samira a 1/1? Grant is great. So yeah, okay. So you can't really like swap out your units. I think it's bad. Is it though? It seems really like +3/+3 is kind of crazy good stats. The other +3/+3 we had was the Mecha Pulverizer, and that was for 3 mana, and you had to discard with it. The other +3/+3 I think is the Draconic Bands, the 4 mana 3/3 from Targon, and that didn't see any play. For 2 mana though, with 2 downsides on it, I think we're kind of talking. Yeah, oh, maybe with Vayne, you're right. Actually, if you're playing Vayne and you're defending, you equip the Blighted BattleAxe on your defending turn, you don't get the -1/-1 from Gloom, and then you go into attack, and then you don't get the -1/-1 either. It's the can't block that's kind of throwing me off. I don't know if the can't block is too big of a downside. I think that's the real thing you have to consider, not really the Gloom part. It's the can't block. I would cook with this card. I would. +3/+3 is pretty real. That's like an aggressive Vayne deck. I could actually see it. Okay, we move on. Another story from Piltover. 2 mana, the Candlelit Player. Focus. 1 and 2 is updraft 1 to draw 1. 3 is draw 1. What do you like in card games? Oh, draw? You like draw? All right, well, we got you, man. We got you with the Candlelit Player. This is good. Temple without being Temple. I mean, not really. Budget Temple, replace it. It does replace itself. No, it does, but you're still paying 2 mana for the landmark. You're not blocking or anything. You can play the 2/3. You can play Mariam, which is updraft 1 to draw 1, right? Most of the time. And then you have a 2/3 to block with. Here you get to do it twice, then draw 1, but you don't get anything to block with. It is a very good Zillion card, yeah. No, I would play this in Zillion decks. Better Preservarium. Yeah, I mean, in depth, the 3rd act used to updraft itself for the last draw, as in it updrafts the landmark into your deck. That is so cool, actually. But because then you draw this at 1, right? Oh, that's awesome. That would have been so cool. Was that too powerful? It's net 0, which is funny. See, you always think about updraft being net 0, but the discount matters a surprising amount a lot of the time. That pushed it over the line. It's near perfect deck filtering at that point. Yeah, no, I could see it. I could see it. It's a really cool card. I find it very hard to like say how good it is right now because Mariam gives you a 2/3 body, and this is like a landmark that does give you more value over the course of a couple of turns. But in the moment, like I really like the 2/3. I do. I really like that 2/3. Cool card. I think this is going to see a lot of play either way. A lot of play. 3 mana for Piltover. The face. I saw this face, and I kind of just had to like collect myself again. But this is an abomination. Soaring Cartographer. Brash. Play updraft 1 to draw another card that costs either more or less than the card you updrafted. Okay, I'm going to have to read that one again. And it's a 3/3. Play updraft 1 to draw another card that costs either more... What? Updraft 1 to draw another card that costs either more or less than the card you updrafted. So what? It's a tutor? Oh, you can choose! Oh! You choose? From 1 to the 2? I was like, so what? It draws exactly the amount of mana that the card is you updrafted? Oh, it's a tutor. So you pick a card in hand. Let's say that costs like 4 mana. And then you either draw something that's like 3 or less, or you draw something that's 5 or more. That is a cool card. Wow. That is so sick, actually. On a 3/3 Brash? Yeah, this is a great card. What's up with what's going on with the face here, though? Well, can I quickly see the full art? Is there? Hold on. Let me cheat here a little bit. I just want to see the full art. I want to know if I'm gonna have nightmares now or later. It's actually, this art is actually kind of beautiful. That's actually like the face is kind of nightmare inducing, but this is like the background. This is beautiful, man. Oh my god. All the art so far has been absolutely breathtaking. The face of victory on a 3/3 Brash that updrafts and draws a specific card. Yeah, that sounds about right. All right. You know what? I'm just gonna say it, and maybe some people will get the reference, but this is giving me Wind Waker vibes. You know, Dragon Roost Island, except the face. Aren't they called the Rito? Isn't that race called Rito? I think it is actually. Okay. Anyway, some people might get that. Next card. 8 mana from Piltover. Slow speed Malmutation. Pick an allied follower. Summon 2 hungry Owlcats, then transform allies into exact copies of the... What is right? Is this Zach? Wait, hold on. Zach? Pick an allied follower. Summon 2 hungry Owlcats, then transform allies into exact copy of the chosen ally. So you choose something... Okay, you choose Evil Imperfectionist, right? A 4/4. You choose that for 8 mana slow. Then you summon 2 hungry Owlcats. And then you transform everything you have on the board into Evil Imperfectionist. Am I saying that right? That's it, right? So with a Tycoon, you're going Galactic. How big do you go with Tycoon? Does everything happen at the same time? Or is it like the 5-6, then you get a 10-12, then you get like I don't know, like a 40 something? Check the flavor text. Okay, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to find it again on Mastering Runeterra. Oh, no way! Just one more copy and then it will be perfect? That is so good. I love that. Oh my god. Is this what happens when you print something too much? Is this what I've been doing all these years with my time bombs? They just turn into this, into goo? Now, you know, thinking about it, Zac would kind of be an insanely cool fitting clone archetype. Yeah. Like cloning the blobs. I love it. I love it. All right, next. 2-mana story from Shurima, the Emperor's Army. Summon 2 Sand Soldiers at the first one. 2 is Predict. 3, when you summon an ally this round, give it +2/+0 this round. Okay. I like the acts in the stories. They're like all over the place sometimes, but I guess it makes sense. Like when you're attacking, you get the 2 Sand Soldiers. Then on turn 2, when you're defending, you predict, so you don't really do much. And then on turn 3, when you have your Azir, when you have your Sand Soldier engines, your Dias and whatnot, you activate this. Maybe you're even playing it with Hecarim, right? Maybe you're playing Hecarim, you got some Shark Chariots. You go on the attack, and then every ephemeral that you're summoning on the attack gets +2/+0. That's how I'm reading this, right? This is just like an aura for a turn. Problem is, I think it takes board space too much for Azir Hecarim. When has Azir Hecarim ever cared about board space? You're summoning everything while you're attacking. You love a good Shark Chariot? Yeah, that is the first card that comes to mind. Sand Soldiers and Shark Chariot. I can kind of see it. Story don't have the landmark text, though? What do you mean? They're still functionally landmarks, I believe. Like, they interact with stuff like landmarks, even though they're story subtypes. They're landmarks. They are landmarks? Yeah, they're landmarks. I actually kind of like this. This seems really specific. But summoning 2, like, this is a landmark. Summoning 2 Sand Soldiers helps Azir level, attacking with it, or just like, I think Hecarim is summoned, right? Do you need to attack for Hecarim? I forgot. I don't know if you need to attack with 7 ephemerals or if you just need to summon them. If you just need to summon them, this is like, it's attack? Okay, I mean, that's still good, though. That's still pretty good. No, I think for if we're trying to bring back Hecarim Azir, I think this card would be great at doing so. I could definitely see it. I don't really know directly what else it would synergize with, but Azir Hecarim seems like they would love this card. Okay. Like, I'm saying that because of the third act, right? Summon an ally this round, give it like, to maximize value from this, you want to like summon extra units when you're attacking. Nora? I could kind of see Nora, whereas like if you have a bunch of portals and you can kind of time it to summon all of them in one turn. But Azir Hecarim seems to be better at that. Unless you're playing as Ionia and they just stun everything, right? Okay. 3 mana from Shurima, Empire Reconstructor, and here we go, Sharpsight. Elusive for cowards. Grant an ally landmark. When I'm destroyed, revive. Oh my god. Grant an ally. This for stories? Revive the Sun Disc. Can we go level 4? Wait, this is so cool. Grant an ally landmark. When I'm destroyed, revive me. Okay, so a little while ago, I think it might have been over a year ago, actually, the way landmarks worked with destruction by the enemy was changed. Because I'm pretty sure that Endless Devout, leaving behind the sarcophagus or whatever, that thing, if the opponent would aftershock it, you would still get the 5/3, but that was changed. That's no longer the case. So what I'm wondering, does this work that way, where if the enemy destroys your landmark that has been hit by the Empire Reconstructor, do you still get it back? Does it still get... Is this like protection from enemy landmark removal? It is? It won't work with sleep, unfortunately. Ah, interesting. It won't... That's important to know too. It won't work with sleep. So you can't sleep a unit and then bring it back like twice? The same unit twice? That doesn't work. Okay. Interesting. What about Zanya's Hourglass, though? It won't work with sleep. So what actually does happen with sleep? Like they wake the sleep landmark wakes up, and then when I'm destroyed, revive me. It's just like an empty landmark. Because I've tried this myself. I know that if you bring back the statue from Zanya's Hourglass through like Rite of Passage, it's just empty. There's nothing there. It's like an empty Zanya. It was someone an empty one. Okay, that's really good to know. The people that are not here, by the way, this is literally a pay-to-win stream, because the people that aren't here and they go into the new expansion PvP, they're going to be trying this, and they're going to be really disappointed. But everybody here, everybody watching this on Twitch and, you know, on YouTube later, we know that you get an empty landmark. Everybody who's not here, you're missing out, man. It's like, it's pay-to-win. It is. Not everybody's paying, but still, you know. 3 mana burst, Sunborn Summoning. Pick one of 3 champions that started in your deck and draw it. Oh, that started in your deck. Interesting. This is a champion tutor. This is Golden Ambassador, but you don't need to be Al Shurima. A champion tutor. So now I've been keeping an eye on Twitter, on X, and I do remember Plink saying that there was a champion tutor, right? This is the Fiora tutor. Fiora's coming back, and listen, I know there's a couple of riot deaths, but why did we have to put the word sun in this card title, right? I don't play Fiora. This was not necessary. This is not a card for me. I wouldn't play this. I mean, let me actually just VIP you, Blink. All right. It's a Shuriman card. It's the law, unfortunately. Yeah, no, I mean, I will have to admit that I really like the doubling down on Shurima being the champion region. I quite enjoy that. I like Golden Ambassador. I like boosting my champion shenanigans through like Herald of the Magus and stuff. I'm not unhappy seeing this card. I think it is kind of cool. A tutor for your champion. So after you finally land that Siphoning Strike, you can at least draw the champion to get that +2/+2. That's great. I'm here for that. Draw Zillion too. I mean, draws. I mean, I'm willing to make a trade deal here. I'm willing to accept Rite of Calling back to 0 mana. How about this? 1 mana Rite of Calling, unless it's Zillion. If you only have Zillion in your deck, it costs 0. That would work, right? Secret Keeper broke in playtesting. Oh no. So that's why that started in your deck. I see. Okay. Yeah, but Secret Keeper, this would have been pretty funny too. Existential Dread. We've seen this. This is the 4 mana slow from Vex, grant enemies Gloom. I think this is a strong card. Deal 1 to everything. Give them -1 attack as well. Okay, new card. 2 mana Story from Shadow Isle. Focus speed. Pick an allied follower. Create an ephemeral copy of it in hand with +1/+1. That's Act 1 and 2. Create an ephemeral copy of it in hand with +1/+1. Revive the strongest dead allied follower and grant an ephemeral. Dead ally. This is followers. Needs to be. Oh, this seems like a really interesting card. Pick an allied follower. What's the follower that this is good on? This would be like a Rekindler card, kind of. Oh, Deathless Knight. That's interesting. Yeah, Deathless Knight. Oh, this is the Deathless Knight printer that we've been dreaming of, right? We can Soul Cleave it. We can Iron Conquest it for all 3 acts. I think Islander is coming back too, right? The 1 mana 2/1 that grants a. Oh wait, this could actually be the Death Knight. What was the actual name of it? Deathless Knight, Death something. This could be the card for it. Maybe we could finally live the dream. Lord Mala with Deathless. I mean, yeah, anything that has Deathless, you can give it ephemeral and it'll come back. Sure. Stinky Dragon as well. A Stinky Dragon. It's good. Shark Chariot. Yeah. Yeah, sure. You have this landmark on the board, just kind of let it sit there. You play your Shark Chariot, you get another one with +1/+1. I like printing. I mean, this is essentially a printer. You're just getting more of the unit that you want. Proliferating? Yeah. Proliferating, sure. Makes it easier to get the ones that are still in your deck bigger. Yeah, once the 3rd act is over, the card gets destroyed. So to clarify, I'm assuming this is how it works, but cards like Rite of Passage are now back in Standard. So I'm assuming that if you complete the 3rd act of a story, you're able to bring back that landmark with Rite of Passage. Because when I saw that 7 mana landmark from Ionia, the one that gives units everywhere Spirit, bringing that back with Rite of Passage, that's kind of cool. Yes? Okay. Rite of Passage stonks have gone up considerably. You bring it back under the first act. Yeah, right. So you get all 3 acts available again. Okay. So also for Talia, if I have my landmark, my story landmark on the 3rd act, and then I copy it with Talia, both of them are on the 3rd act, right? The one that gets copied for sure, but or the one that's there originally for sure, but the one that gets copied, I'm assuming, also has the same state. That sounds about right? Okay. Exact copy. Okay, cool. Grim. Okay, we've seen Grim. I may have underrated this card. I actually think this is pretty good. I thought this was just like a 6-mana deal 4, but it's 6-mana deal 4 and give them -4 attack. This is a good card. This is a great card. Yeah, and it's an Eddie card. Okay, 4-mana story. Another story from Shadow Isle. The Beautiful Disaster. that was basically the last 3 hours of the stream, right? While we were waiting for cards. But here we are. Kill a unit. This is basically Act 3 of the stream, if you think about it. Okay, slow speed. Kill a unit with total power and health 5 or less. Drain the enemy nexus 2. Summon an exact copy of an ally. It's ephemeral and 1/1. Oh, okay. Okay, we're combining Quietus but better. We have Doom Beast, and we have Condense, kind of. Splinter Soul, I guess. Yeah, Splinter Soul works. Yeah, that's a really cool card. I love the art for this too. Vex Printer. It's an exact copy of an ally. It doesn't even have to be a follower. It can be a champion. This seems really, really good. Yeah. He is doing a poetry reading. Oh, I love it. The Beautiful Disaster. They are updating Poppy to boost units. They are? Is that confirmed anywhere? First effect is pretty slow. Is it? Kill a unit with total power and health 5 or less. I don't think that's slow. For 4 mana? Well, I don't know. I think the first 2 acts, you're not really... Well, it's still good. But the second one, you're not doing anything on board. You play this 1 turn, you're able to kill something. Turn 2, you don't do anything, but you get your mana back. The third one, this gets insane. You can kind of just let this landmark sit there, and then eventually just get like value from this. The third effect is very good. You don't spend mana to activate. You only spend mana to summon the landmark, and then you get all 3 acts. So I've played Splinter Soul, right? I've played a good amount of Splinter Soul. What I don't like about this, and the reason I don't think it's going to be like insane, is you can, what I'm assuming will happen is, since it's slow speed, you activate this landmark on an ally that you want to copy, and then while it's on the stack at slow speed, that ally that you're trying to copy or create a 1/1 ephemeral copy of gets killed. So like, there is a chance you get no value from the third act. But like for 4 mana, I think it's still pretty good. I could see this. I would cook with this. I would cook with this. You can optionally skip acts. Oh, that is very interesting, actually. You can skip acts. So that means you can go from 1 to 3, essentially, right? 6 mana, Shadow Isle, Kharox. Whenever a non-tentacle ally dies or last breath, spawn 2. What? A non-tentacle ally dies, you spawn 2. Or when this dies, you also spawn 2. SI Allay. Has that been a thing? What? This is so interesting. Why is this an SI? That's why spiders are gone? Yeah, you want a lot of tokens for this, but those are in Battle City. And if you're in Battle City SI, you can't play Allay. Gangplank Allay for lore? I mean, you don't have to be an SI for that. Those are 2 builds for the chaps, right? Mord Allay? But if you revive a tentacle with Mord, doesn't it just become a 1/1? I guess you could like revive the 5 mana 4/3, or is that a play effect? You can play. Yeah, I mean, I guess you can. I actually really appreciate the design direction of this, right? Where it's like you're kind of turning your tokens into like just a big stat stick that just keeps growing every time a small unit dies. I actually think this is like a really cool direction. It's like, oops, my 1/1 died. Anyway, onto the pile of bodies that just happens to be a tentacle. Monkey Idols, yeah, sure, yeah. That's like 8/8 tentacle, essentially. But why SI? I don't really know, but well, the way I see it is like, this could be anything. This could be just like a regular unit A token dies and you're just growing your zombie, just getting bigger and bigger. This zombie just happens to be a tentacle. I actually really like this. I think this is a very cool card. Can't say for sure how good it is, but I just appreciate the way it looks and the thought behind it, I guess. It's cool. If you look past the text and just like kind of imagine what's going on here, it's really cool. Oh my god, this is from the story. 2 mana Yordle, Battle City, Uncle Milty. Impact, grant me 2 spirit once you've completed a story. 2/2. Oh, grant me 2. This is a good card, man. Is this stackable? Is this 2 spirit every time you've completed a story or only once? That's so cool, actually. I love this. It's once? Yeah, it sounds like once. Only first time? Okay. So, if you play this on like the 3rd act of a story, oh, I love the like he's holding a book. That's so sweet, man. Yeah. Oh, it says once, right? Yeah. Okay. Reading. Well, if you play this on the 3rd act of a story, it's a 2 mana 4/4 with impact, and well, 2 spirit. Yeah, I would play this in a Vex deck. There was the landmark from Vex 2, the family reunion or something that seemed to work really well with just like gloom and spirit. Awesome card. I love this. Grotesque Gift. Love this card. I need to see the full art of this. I can't wait any longer. I can't even like what it's like some kind of like plushie gone wild. Blitzcrank. This is not Blitzcrank. It's a giant jack in the, yeah, but it's like it's not really a box it's coming out of. Yeah, I don't know if Nick is here. Bad Nick, are you here? We need this to be a wallpaper and Fiddlesticks needs to be standing right here. Or Fiddlesticks needs to just like loom over Vex. Friendship, yeah, no, he has a big smile. He's giving a hug, right? All right, finally, 3 mana Yordle, Allay. We've seen this one show up everywhere, and we never knew what it did. Play, grant me spirit or grant a unit gloom. Okay. Beefcake Mayor. I love this card. Is he jumping out of a birthday cake? Oh, man. I love this. Oh, my God. This card needs to go in all of my decks. Look at those. Oh, a real beefcake, man. Next time I go to the gym, this is all I'm going to be thinking about. This is the body I want. This is who I want to become. This is all the motivation I need. Oh, so the art in this set is incredible. Okay, I know who this is. This is an elusive card, or like this is an elusive creator card. 3 mana story. Focus speed. Act 1 and 2. Pick an ally, then pick 1 of 3 followers that cost 1 more to transform it into. Is this timelines? Pick an ally, then pick 1 of 3 followers that cost 2 more to transform it into. This is actually a super cool card, and it's Nidalee support. This is the timelines that we wanted. This is the cool timelines. Pick an ally to pick 1 of, yeah, this is literally like this is timelines as a landmark, and you get to choose something that's on the board. Timeline at home. Yeah, I guess you play the unit, you get like their summon effect and their play effect and whatever, and then you transform it into something else. I think this card is good, by the way. Yeah, no, I think this card is good. I think this card is quite good. 3 mana though. I love that this is the 3rd act. You know, you start wondering, right? What if Act 1 was like pick an ally, transform it into something else of the same cost. Act 2, pick an ally, transform it into something that costs 1 more, and then Act 3 is pick something that costs 2 more to transform it into. But then you wouldn't even be able to see the art because there'd be so much text. This would be another Elf Dragon. It is focus speed, yeah, it's not slow speed. I quite like this card, yeah. Okay. 3 mana burst from Battle City. Monstrous Eruption. Throw an ally's power or health to 5 this round. Power or health to 5 for 3 mana. We also got Stress Defense back in the game. It's like a heal in a way, but baby, it's not really Battle Fury. I mean, you can turn something that has 1 power into something that has 5 power, but I don't think this is a strictly elusive card. Yeah, I guess it is. You give your Bandle Commando 5 attack. It is burst speed though. Like the fact that it's burst speed could be meaningful. This is a good card for Bandle Commando, and that's all I can really think of right now. I think this is like way too awkward to be an elusive card. I don't know. I think at 2 mana, this would be very good, like way too good. At 3 mana, it's probably not quite there. The Pit Champion, a 2 mana story from Bilgewater. Focus speed. An ally and an enemy strike each other. They can't drop below 1 health from this strike. It's prize fight on a landmark. To fully heal an ally. 3, create 3 coins in hand. Oh, this is a good one. An ally and an enemy strike each other. What? At focus speed? Wait, at focus speed, they're striking each other? Focus prize fight, is that right? That's kind of crazy, actually. For 2 mana, this seems like a lot of value. Like, focus speed strike seems insane. Yeah, and it pays for it. Like, you get 3 coins at the end. This is a very good card for Jack. This is I would say this is a fantastic card for Jack. Like, level 2 Jack kind of just not auto wins, but like level 2 Jack gets so much value from this. Level 2 Jack is like, at focus speed, you strike each other. Jack gets 2 coins. You get to use that. And your opponent can't really like meaningfully deal with the brash attack. Could this be, this could kind of be a Vladimir card, yeah, in a way. I wonder if Vladimir at all is playable with prize fights. It's kind of an interesting concept. I'm a big fan of this card. I think it's really cool. 3 mana, slow speed from Bilgewater, Mercenary Manners. Steal an enemy follower with 3 or less health this round. Can't play if you have 6 allies or landmarks already? What? This is a possession. Steal an enemy follower with 3 or... I have done so many different type of shenanigans with possession. This is like a cheaper, more situational possession. And I think Mask Mother is not in standard. But it's kind of hilarious against Deathless decks. You steal all the Deathless stuff. The thing with this card is you kind of to like it can be a good tempo play, but you would also want to kill the unit. Region Pie update this. So Bilgewater is the new region that can steal units, huh? This is wild. This is so out there. This is not something I've ever thought of Bilgewater doing. However, when I played possession decks, I did actually combine it with Bilgewater because I thought it was hilarious to like use Bayou Brunch on the stolen unit. You would like possession your opponent's unit, and then you would Bayou Brunch it to just like take it. Steal and Sack is one of my favorite. Oh yeah, same here actually. I loved it. Possession with Mask Mother, possession with Bayou Brunch, and now this card comes back. But I don't know if any of those synergy cards are still there. But this is hilarious. I love cards like this. We got nabbing, we got stealing, so we can steal from deck, we can steal from board. Now we just need to steal. Actually, we have it. We had sleight of hand, right? We can steal from hand too. We can steal from everywhere now. Your cards? Nah, my cards. It's cool, but what runs this? Me. I run this Lazarus. Me. In all my decks. I hope that answers your question. 1 mana, Bilgewater, Eager Dedicant. Brash. I have +1/+0 for each card you've drawn this round. Is this this is the Apprentice, right? This is the 1/2 from Piltover. And now it's in Bilgewater with 1 less help, but with Brash. That's an upgrade for sure. A Neela 1-drop? Listen, man. Pool Shark had to go. Pool Shark is rotated. We needed something to replace that. Maybe this is it. Like, I don't think I would play this over Pool Shark normally, but now that he's gone, maybe a little more of an aggressive angle. Playing out here, helping me keep Neela relevant in 2024. I think she's doing a pretty good job of that by herself with Janna and Sunken Temple, but this is very aggressive. That is good. 10-1 dies to Misfortune spell, worth. Agreed. The other 1-drop is way better. The monkey, the 2/1 monkey. They kind of have different use cases, I would say. I like this card though. I think I like this more than the monkey. It's like it's got a much bigger ceiling. Much larger ceiling. 1 health is kind of brutal, sure. But still, forcing removal on a card like this, that's not bad. Honestly, 1 mana 1/1 with Brash is already good. I wouldn't say that. I've definitely swung with this thing with 9 power. Yeah, I mean, listen, this goes in Slotbot decks. You play Slotbot and you play the Eager Dedicant. It's like, it's a match made in heaven. They both go galactic. Late game relevance? Yeah, exactly. No, I like this card. I think this is a very cool card. Luminosprite. Okay, this is Loki. Like, I love this art so much. I don't know who this guy is. Who is this little fella over here in the lab? Can we be friends? Can I like... Does he come out of the lab? I like this. Give my supported ally all of my positive keywords and their stacks this round. He's a Luminosprite. Smile. The smiler. Yeah. He's just a happy little face in a lantern. All of my positive keywords and their stacks this round. How do we go galactic with this? What is the best way to use this card? I've seen some of the Ionia package give spirit everywhere. Lux can give this spirit. Pantheon. How do you transfer keywords from Pantheon to this? That's my question. You need to give this keyword somehow. Void Gate. Now we're talking. Is this a Void Gate deck? Oh, wait. No, but Void Gate low-key is like such a cool card now because there's more stackable keywords. Like, every time I would theory craft a Void Gate deck, it would be with Impact. Because, like, if you, like, at one point, even, you know, Void Gate is pretty slow. You'd usually be dead by the time you got to Live the Dream. But Void Gate is like, it gives units in your deck the keywords of the unit that you summoned or die. But it's like, you can't give something elusive 4 times. It doesn't become super elusive after you've spread elusive to the same unit like 5 times, right? But with Impact or Spirit, now we're talking. Now we're talking. Luminosprite Void Gate. I think we have to cook with that deck. We do. Okay. Incandescence. Boost all units. Fast speed. I think this card is also, like, I don't know if this is main deckable. This seems a little bit through, like, situational, but as a Lux champion spell, that's pretty good. The Sharp Sight work with Void Gate now? It should, yeah. Because it is a keyword. Okay. Great as a champion spell. Jarro Lightfeather. I love this card. My favorite combo, as simple as it is Jarro Lightfeather and Beefcake Mayor. Hold on. Here's the combo, okay? Hear me out. This is a 4-mana 3/4 with Impact. Round start boosts me. So at every round start, he gets 1 impact, right? Because he has impact. But what if you give the Beefcake Mayor Spirit with Ezreal? He comes down as a 4/5, and then he gives himself +1/+1 and 1 impact every round? Now all we need is just another stackable keyword to give to this guy. I love it. That's a Beefcake Mayor. Okay. Spriteling. So I didn't know this card was main deckable, but the fact this is a dual Regen card, and it's just a 1-mana 2/2 that has synergy with the rest of the deck, I think this card is actually very playable. I could see Lux Ionia just kind of being like more of a curve deck, whereas with Vex you're being more control-y, boosting your units while you're debuffing your opponent's units. Cards like this are important that they exist. I think it's a good card for that case. Isn't that broken? It's elite stats in Ionia. At this point, like, you know, with the stage we're at in Ionia, I don't think it matters that we have a 1-mana 2/2. You don't boost your own negatives? Yeah, no, that's, thank God, right? It says that on boost, I think. You're buffing your stackable keywords and you're further debuffing your opponent's stackable keywords. So if your opponent gives you Gloom and you boost, you don't actually like give yourself another -1/-1. That's not the case. Why isn't it 2 instead of repeating? I don't know. Yeah, why doesn't it just say Spirit 2? I don't know. Showing off the fancy new 2 of the keyword in the keyword trait tech that this set made. Yeah, it's beautiful. In case the first one confused you, here's another one. Spirit. Like a super spirit. Can we have that with elusive too? Can we have elusive? For good measure? I think the player base would love that. Do you boost enemy spirit? No. It specifically says boost is stack your stackable keywords and debuff your opponent's stackable keyword. It doesn't say like also buff your opponent's spirit or something. Nothing like that. What am I being spammed here for? Okay, so it actually happened. Inspiring Light has been updated in the API. Grant allies +1/+1. Grant ally spirit. This is now a very good card for Lux. This was like the first card I looked at. It's like, since it's been announced that some of the older cards are now going to give spirit instead of +1/+1, this was like, well, it has Lux on the art, right? So surely this would have to be one of them. And here it is. This is a good card. This is a crazy good card. Insane. 3 spirits, 3 sprites, 4 mana, dual region, Demacia, Banner City, boost all other units. So this means you're further debuffing your opponent's gloom. And if your opponent has any spirit, you don't give them +1/+1. That's not the case. They don't benefit this in a like positive way because you're the one playing the effect. I feel like I'm doing a really bad job at explaining this, but just think about it logically, right? You're not playing a card and helping your opponent. You're not doing that. We're not about that. The only helping that we're doing is when our opponent makes a good play and then we give them the Lux thumbs up. That's all we do because that's good manners, right? The Lux thumbs up. Or your opponent makes a good play. That's what we all do. You Lux thumbs up them. Exactly. All right. Oh, so this is not really a 2/2. This is a 3/3 because it has spirit. Makes this a little bit better. The Light of Demacia. This was one of the first cards that we saw, but now we have more context. So 3 mana, story. 1, grant an ally spirit. 2, grant an ally 2 spirit. 3, boost all allies. I suddenly think that this card is actually quite nuts. Because what we're seeing is that a lot of cards synergize if you give them spirit somehow. And if that's an easy thing to do through cards like Ezreal, through cards like this, through supporting with Lux, suddenly it's like a lot easier to hit those synergy points and activate your cards. And the Light of Demacia just lets you activate 2 units essentially. So if you play this on 3, and you give like something that you already have on the board spirit, it gets +1/+1. And then on turn 4, you play the Mayor, the Beefcake Mayor. You grant it 2 spirit. The Mayor is now a 5/6 and then becomes a 6/7, which is great stats for the cost the next turn because it boosts itself. And then you can also boost all allies. And what's great about Act 3 is that you're probably going to have mana to play units. So like the earliest you will activate this is turn 5. That gives you like 5 mana to play like a 2 and a 3 cost or something. And then you boost them if they have spirit. I just think that's really good. This is a really, really solid card. If this said boost all units instead of boost all allies, it would just be over the top, I think, though. Yeah, you can give the Lamp Spirit, exactly. If you give the Luminosprite Spirit, it just, every time it supports, it gives the support ally like +3/+3 Spirit this round. When I'm summoned, grant other allies Spirit. Yeah, I also think that this card is suddenly like, I don't know, not the worst anymore. Stories seem like the new Tellstones to me. It's pretty comparable how there's like, Tellstones have 3 cards you could pick from, and here there's 3 acts. But you don't really get to choose in the same way that Tellstones would. But it is like a lot of flexibility. There's a lot of choices to be made. It creates a lot of like really interesting decision points. I love stories so far. I really like what they're adding to the game. Spirit is so insane. The more I think about it, the more I fear. Yeah, like a +1/+1 just goes such a long way. It is really good. Okay. Yeah, it's a 5 and a 2/3, but giving your entire board +1/+1. This is like a Bannerman, but with synergies for your Lux deck. The Petricite Hall, 4 mana story. 1, an ally captures a unit. 2, curse your opponent with suppression. 3, obliterate all cards captured by allies. This is Tom Kench as a landmark. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Wait, is this card just nuts? Wait, hold on. Am I missing something? Wait, that's crazy. This is such a cool card. That's so out there. The boy is eating? Oh my god. You could play this like well, not everywhere. I guess you need to have reasonably sized units so they can hold a unit. Is this why the Tane did it get rotated? Did the Tane actually get rotated? I wonder. Obliterate all cards captured by allies. That's such a cool line of text to have in a story, man. That's insane. It's like so unique. Obliterate all cards captured by allies. So what capture cards do we have right now? I don't know how many we have in standard. I've not really been paying attention to it. I mean, Captain Erica is not in standard. No, did Erica get rotated back? There's no way she's in standard. Warrant is in. Yeah, Warrant is in. Yeah, Search Warrant. Detain. I think Detain got rotated. Yeah, I don't think there's that many capture cards in standard anymore. Poacher. Oh my god, you're right. Poacher. Poacher is in the game. Poacher has the single best animation in all of Runeterra. Skip. Oh, wait, you're right. Skip is still in. People are saying skip, and I'm like, what are you trying to tell me, man? Do you want me to go to the next card where you say skip? Is that it? let me take this in, okay? But by saying skip, you mean the stupid 2-mana 1/2 fish that takes a card from hand. No, I get it now. I get it. Yeah, skip is kind of great. You take a card from your opponent's hand and then you obliterate it. And you know I'm going to play a skip with this card deck. My life dedicated to making Poacher a good card. Honestly, he deserves it. That little animation where he floats back to the back of the board, it gives me life. It's incredible. Okay. Rising Light. 6 mana, slow, boost all units 3 times. Good God. That is such a specific card. Good thing Jace is out. The thing about this is that you need your cards to have Spirit and your opponent's card to have Gloom. And it's 6 mana. This is extremely situational. Yeah, wait, Jace isn't out. It's Heimer. Jace is not out. It's Heimer. Yeah, I guess Lux Jace is actually still here. Lux Jace, boys. Interesting. I want this card to be good, but it seems really, really situational to me. If you have a board full of spirit units, this is basically a permanent for Demacia, though. So that is something to consider. Also, impact. I keep forgetting about impact because it's Demacia, but if you're playing like Demacia with like 1 or 2 impact units, that's 8 impact. Right? Because it's 1 impact base, boosted 3 times, it goes to 4. It is all units. So yeah, if your opponent's board has Gloom through like Existential Dread, you kind of just kill everything. It's like a Ruination. No, not really, but you're basically killing your opponent's board. Dreamlight Alina. We see this card too. I think this card might actually be pretty playable because it's for Demacia. This card is like, okay, I ran out of board, which usually means you lose the game at Demacia, but this literally fills your board with 6 units, and then you get to play your cards like Rising Light again, and suddenly it's active. This could turn like, I know it's 8 mana and everything, but like you play this, and then you play Rising Light, and suddenly you have a board full of 5/5s. Yeah, or this with Lillia. You sleep this with Lillia. It's kind of good. Forgotten Artifact. 6 mana focus speed. Summon a Sandstone Charger. Then give your allies Challenger this round. Right, what is this? Did we put the wrong region on this? Is this a Shuriba card? A Sandstone Charger? We're summoning a 5/2 ephemeral in Demacia? I think this might be a pretty good card, actually. Actually, is it? We had Engard. Engard was like a 3 mana burst, give everything Challenger, and it like didn't really do anything ever. Stuff going weird in Runeterra. I like it that way. I do. This card is good with Lux 1.0. Yeah, it is, actually. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, just like summoning 2 Sandstone Chargers, yeah. You know, Demacia, the ephemeral region. Ah, yeah, how could I forget? No, that's true. That's true. Fun fact, though, the very first deck that I actually got together in beta was Lucian Callista. So, this would kind of be a fantastic card there. Giving Challenger to your Undying and stuff. The good old time. We have Elite in Shurima. Yeah, right. We have Elites in Shurima, so we're giving Sandstone Chargers to Demacia. Checks out. I like this card. It's kind of cute. It is cute. It's like a 5/2 that removes something because, you know, it's a 5/2. And then giving everything else Challenger. It gives you good traits. It's like the one thing you can't beat from your opponent, you just challenge that with the Sandstone Charger, and then you get good traits everywhere else. Okay, here we go. Failure time. 3 mana, story, the Poro Parade. Focus speed. Act 1 and 2. Manifest a follower that has a different subtype than allies in play. And at 3, give an ally +1/+1 this round for each ally with a subtype. This is a Warden of the Tribes card. This is a Nico card. Maybe we're finally playing Nico the way it was intended with Freljord. And not with Bandle City or Targon or Piltover or whatever. I think this is a pretty good card. The awkward thing here kind of is that you're paying 3 mana and not putting anything on the board to attack with Nico, right? To progress or level up. But just generating or manifesting units that you can play and help her level, that is pretty good. It's not different subtype. Manifest follower that has a different subtype than allies in play. Grant all allies +6/+6. Oh, that's what you mean. It doesn't have to be different. It could be like, it could be 5 Poros, and then you still give +5/+5. Yeah, okay, I got what you mean. Yeah. Okay, I mean, that makes it a little bit better. Sure. Would I play this? I don't know. I think this is basically the same card as the Harness almost. Maybe a little bit more value on it, but it's 1 mana more expensive. I just don't really see Nico decks play at this speed, right? Like, Nico decks, they're best when you like level Nico on turn 3 or 4. And that is possible. Like, you can high roll. Playing a Landmark? I don't see it. I like the card, though. I think this is a more fun way to play. I just don't know if Nico could get away with it. Okay. We got a Poro. A 3-mana Poro. UltraSoft Poro. I love him already. And there's an Anivia on his head. Play. Heal your Nexus 1 for each ally with a subtype. It's a 3/3. Wait. The Kindly Tavern Keeper is back. Oh, I love this, dude. That's so good. It's a round lad. Control Nico. Yeah, you know, I can see it. We can go a little bit longer with Nico. This is my favorite. I love the art for this so much. There is a picture of this boy on our wall because we love him. I might have to get one myself. God, I would die for that. Just having like a framed picture of UltraSoft Poro on my wall. It could be any text on here, right? It could say like play. I don't know. Play. Do a little dance. Play. Give your opponent a card. Play. Your opponent wins the game. I would still put him in my deck. I still would. Glacial Fell. 3-mana slow. Failure. Grant an ally health equal to its power and formidable. Then set its power to 0. This is transferring power to health and giving it Wait. It's grant too. This can make Braum formidable. If you have an 8/8 and you use Glacial Fell on it, it becomes a 0/16, right? Wait, this card is low-key pretty good. There's 2 uses for this. It's turn a big square static unit into something even bigger, or it's just make Braum formidable. Would I pay 3 mana slow speed to make Braum formidable? You know, I think I would. I even think this is good in like the Vladimir deck. Like, you could use this on Vladimir. Vladimir level 2 has regen. Vladimir is then a 0/12? Copy it with Bethany. Wait! You can copy this with Bethany, you're right! I love that. I actually love that so much. Bethany becomes a 0/7 formidable. Is this why Udyr is rotated? Is this why Udyr had to go? I love cards like this, man. It's so wild. It's so out there. I don't know what's happening anymore. I love it. So good. Okay, 3-mana Failure. I wasn't expecting to go from fluffy Poro and funny formidable card to something that just stares into my soul like this. Bryn here, Thunder Song. Play. Obliterate a unit in hand to oh, this is the card! Obliterate a unit in hand to summon a Storm-Carved Spire that has countdown equal to its cost to summon an exact copy of the unit. This is the kitchen card. This is the community kitchen card. It's here. Oh my god, it looks glorious, man. A shout out to Dover. I believe that Dover was the winner, right? This is Dover's design. Yeah, this is awesome. Obliterate a unit in hand to summon a Storm-Carved Spire that has countdown equals to its cost and summon an exact copy of the unit. So what you can do is play this on your Aurelion Soul, and then 10 turns later, you get Aurelion Soul. Yeah, this is the kitchen card. Yeah, if you want to wait 12 turns for Elder Dragon, yeah. This is a really, really, really interesting card to build decks around. I don't know if cards like Time in a Bottle are still here. I don't think they were rotated. I don't know if they were ever rotated, but Time in a Bottle is like awesome with this. Like, if you play this in Shurima, you can copy the landmark that you're summoning through her with Talia, and then you get 2 of the units. Shurima doesn't really have like super late game cards, but this has to be like a Shurima card for sure. A lot of the Thrall cards have been rotated as well. Like, imagine using this on Bodhi or something, right? And then advancing it. Getting like a Bodier plus the 2 Thralls. The Root-Bound Path. We haven't seen this. This is a 4-mana story. 1 and 2 is draw 1. 3 is reduce the cost of cards in your hand by 1 this round. Yeah, so this is a really good card. Like, there's just never really been a world where an effect like this isn't extremely good. But it is delayed, and it is on Act 3 for 4 mana. 4 mana, cheat 10 mana. That is essentially what this card is going to be, yeah. It's a landmark though, so like Explorers exist, which I hate to say because there are really cool story cards, but this one is gonna enable some degeneracy every single time. It is Ionia after all. We had to add something to Ionia to keep it that like pink spirit, you know? Man, like some people would go crazy over it. Could you imagine Majin Bey seeing this card? I don't know if he's seen the cards, but he would go crazy over this. Very good card. Lillia, Blooming Bud. Mr. Root. 2 mana, Ionia, Spirit. 1 up summon, draw 1. Chat! Mr. Root! What? He's here! I didn't even know I needed Mr. Root in my life, but here he is. The VO is value. I think Right, what are you doing? You're converting me to be an Ionia player. Oh my god, I love this. I love this so much. I think I need an emote for this card. We need to add an emote to the channel, like we did with Mr. Thrift Prey. He would make such a cute guardian. Oh, you are so right. This as a guardian? Oh man, one can dream. Take note, your life up until now has been the before Mr. Root era. And you know everybody's going to be playing him too because he draws 1. You can sleep him, you can put him to sleep and he draws you another card. What a good boy. Oh, I love him. I love him so much. Oh my god. This is the card. Nothing else matters. We just spent an hour reviewing cards and all that really mattered was this. It all led up to Mr. Root. Is there even anything left? Nobody really cares. Nobody really cares what's left, right? Nora Hyrule card? Yeah, yeah. I mean, the cat is still better, but this is pretty good. Sure. Anything that draws a card is just pretty good. I love this card. 7 mana story. Heal your Nexus 3 and summon Spritelings for 1. Grant allies everywhere spirit for 2. This Act 2. I love Act 2. Act 2 is my favorite part of the story. And then manifest a card that costs 8 or more and reduce its cost by half rounded up. That's just pretty good. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm gonna play this with Failure to ramp into it. I'm gonna play with Talia to copy it, and then use Rite of Passage to bring another one back. This card is just awesome. This card is just sweet. Steel get. This is Yone. No, you're not fooling me. This is Yone. I know this is Yone. I know because I play against Yone, and he yells this every time he presses W. 3 mana fast, stun an enemy, and stun it again at the next round start. That's just really good. This is the Philios weapon, but as a fast speed card. This card is insane. This card is kind of incredible. We've seen a Yone teaser, we've seen a Zac teaser, exactly. I hate that I did that. It's 2 stuns for Yasuo. Looks a little OP. Does it though? I think generally you don't really care that much about your unit getting stunned in the neck. I mean, you do. Like, it still matters. No, it's a good card. No, it is. I would say OP. The thing is, Concussive Palm has been rotated. So, next to Champs, Phil, and Yone. Next expansion, if we were getting them the way they were, it would be Yone, Zac, Fiddle, for sure. For sure. No doubt. We still have Targon cards. We did save the best for last. 5 mana story. The Smoke Scaled Host. Focus. 1 and 2. To activate, discard 1. Invoke a celestial card that costs 7 or more. To activate, discard 1. Reduce the cost of a random card in hand by 5. This card is wild. For 5 mana? I mean, I quite like this card, but the fact that you have to discard to invoke for a card that costs 7 or more, And then at 3, it reduces it by 5. And like, reducing it by 5, that is the cost of the landmark. So it's like, it costs 0, but not really. Discard gem from Goat. Yeah, you're right. We get the mountain go back. That's true. I quite like it. I like the card, but I don't think it's super good. Targon deserves better. Okay. 3 mana focus speed, Val Blessing. Grant an ally 2 spirit. But this is form up. This is form up for Targon. It's a permanent form up, you're right. Actually. Oh no, this is no, okay, no, I think but this is a good card. I had to let it sink in. But this is a very good card, actually. It's a grant. This is a tarot card. Wait, isn't this like crazy, actually? The more I think about it. I had to let this one sink in. I'm like, this is form up and overpriced, but this synergizes with Tarek. It's permanent. And it has the spirit synergy. This card is actually... No, this is a very good card. Huh. Okay. Target eating well. Lux Tarek. I think Lux Tarek was already a deck. And now with this card, it's probably a little bit better. Tarek Fiora. Okay, we don't say that here. If anyone mentions synergies with Fiora, mods, please time them out. We can't have that here. We don't want to give people the wrong idea, okay? Be careful now. Okay. No, this card is pretty great. This is really, really good. This goes into almost every single deck in Targon, I think. Anything that cares about units at all. Maybe I don't play this in my Age of Dragons decks, but with Aphelios coming back, with Tarek coming back, this is a fantastic card for them. Really good. Lux Tarek. Dragon Song Dreamer. So we saw this through the Korean translator. 3 mana, 2/3. Each round, the first time you invoke, summon a Dragonling. So we're getting some burst speed invokes back, like super cool Star Chart, but I don't know if that's really like main deckable. But through a card like this, that could actually be pretty good. This is like you play a burst speed invoke in hand, and then you get a Dragonling to defend with. Like your opponent can't see it coming either. I think this card could actually be kind of insane. I think this is low-key like a super good card. Like, there's no like requirement. There's no round start. It's just like, oh, your opponent's attacking. I suddenly have a Dragonling. This card is actually going to be very good, but I'd have to look at the cards that are able to invoke. I think Star Shaping is still in the game, for example. So if you're about to die, you Star Shape yourself, and then you get an extra blocker. Yeah, it's actually pretty good. And that was all the cards that are coming to this set. There is so much to cook with. It's kind of unreal. Like, the champions by themselves are already completely insane. Lux Vex seems to be a little bit, like, easier to build. Lillia just completely breaks everything. But with the cards that are coming back through rotation, as well as all these stories, and just completely wild effects that for some reason are just part of the region pie now, like the Bilgewater card, I gotta give that one a shout out, because if we're printing this type of stuff for Bilgewater, I feel like nothing's off limit, right? I can't find it. Why can't I find it? Here, this one. Mercenary Manners. What is this, man? Steal units straight from the board, steal cards from their hand, steal cards from their deck. It don't matter. What's yours is mine. And one final shout out, of course. Mr. Root. Story acts or skills? Yeah, but so the focus ones don't go on the stack, right? The focus ones just happen instantly, but the slow ones, they go on the stack. There's one more skill on Mastering Runeterra. What is it? Yeah, this is just draw one. Are you even looking at the same thing? What do you mean this is just the draw one? This is Mr. Root. And you will address him as Mr. Root. I mean, isn't this like... Isn't this from the Poppy... Not Poppy. The Family Reunion card? Yeah. No, it's not. Boost all other units. What is that from? Oh, no, that's from the 4-drop. That is the 4-drop. Yeah. Okay. All the cards. Yeah, no, I'm in love. I'm in love with this set. Like, sure, we're not getting a big boy like Volibear or Elder Dragon, but this type of stuff, it's so accessible. Everything is so cheap and has so many unique effects. It's deck building heaven all over. I love sets like this as well. I feel like they're less eye-catching, like just having a big boy that does something when he summons, like I said, like Volibear, even like Mordekaiser. But this is the stuff that you get to play every game and that you get to experience every game. And that is worth so much. You're not going to see a Volibear every turn because you get run over by aggro, right? That's just a thing that happens sometimes, and that's okay. But this set, look at the mana cost on this. You are going to see the combos, and you are going to get them off. I think I'm in love with the set, and I am looking forward to Wednesday. I am pretty sure there is no early access, so I'm going to be playing the set when everybody else is on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central European Time. And really, the only question I have is, what's everybody's favorite? Because as simple as it is, for me, it's still Mr. Root. I think I'm just kind of in love. I think I'm just in love with Mr. Root. I didn't really think I'd be picking an Ionian card as my favorite, but here he is, Mr. Root. You're rooting. I'm rooting for him. I'm rooting for Mr. Root. I love it.